What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. I just happened to see another video pop up on the channel on the home feed, and this is game-based training, workout highlights with pro basketball player Danny Evans. So this is game-based training channel, 1,000 subscribers. Go like, go subscribe. This video was 3 days ago and 39 views. Again, I'm just showing that like I'm just going to post the most popular videos. I really do enjoy finding some of these smaller creators because I feel like you can learn something from anyone. And then some of the bigger, larger channels, honestly, it's the same stuff over and over most of the time. So I'll mix in a bunch of different videos, but yeah, I'm just taking you guys on this learning journey with me as well. So let's get into it. Go like, go subscribe, go support them.
Good, 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 good. Rhythm sort of theme. I'm gonna get into a nice low squat, 2 dribbles, hop, any 2 dribbles, hop, okay? Every time I hop, I'm hopping onto 2 nice and narrow, then I'm gonna go down low into nice wide stance.
Again, you guys know how I feel about warm-ups. Everyone's gonna have their own reasons for doing warm-ups. He seems to be struggling with the rhythm on this. But yeah, everyone's going to have their own thing that they want to work on in warm-ups or whatever. I don't really care too much. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it.
Okay, I'm here now, I'm going.
I do think spending too long on this sort of stuff is kind of redundant though. It's kind of unnecessary.
Reverse, so I'm in this sumo stance, ball stays in my hand, then as I come up, I'm dribbling the ball. So 1, 2, here, 1, 2, here. Yes. 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 2. Yes. 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. Yes. So as I gallop this way, I'm going 2 dribbles and I'm going to gallop the other.
Yeah, so I'll probably move on from this because this is for me personally. Again, if you do this, if this is something you enjoy, do it, whatever. Me personally, if a trainer had me start off with this, I would probably just be like, can we just move to the next? This just does not grip me. I do not understand how it impacts me and helps me. But again, every player is different, and yeah, up to your own judgment. But these type of warm-ups, I think you get in, get out. Let's get into what the workout's for.
Good, 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 good. That's fine, keep working. Good, good, go. Good, good. Good, 2 more makes. Good, good. Go. Good. Excellent. Last.
Again, something that's missing, obviously, from this workout is just the context. We don't have any context for any of these moves, any of the workout or anything. Basketball trainers, I'm telling you, coaches, trainers, anyone that's putting videos online, this is a trend that I'm trying to start, that I'm holding everybody accountable to. Put context in your videos of why you're doing it. Otherwise, it allows me to just rip it apart nonstop. Like, there's no context. And the reason I say this is because most skills trainers and coaches don't have context anyways. They just teach what they know. They don't teach like what a player needs. So I'm challenging everyone to put the context in their video also, so that they have to think about why they're doing this too.
One, you're gonna start off before you take off. You're gonna go between legs cross and then go. So between legs cross and then you can come behind.
Because again, look how many steps this was before he. 1. So he goes between the legs cross. He does a dig step and a dig step. He does like a double dig step before he finally takes a step going a direction. So again, all of your footwork, everything should like build into like the next thing. So far, I haven't seen anything build on top.
Back or reverse between the legs, something different to retreat back. Good, good. Ah, good.
Completely different footwork, right? He goes crossover step. Cross, explode. He does a tiny little shuffle here. I would not even look at that and say that was anything. Tiniest shuffle here, but really he's exploding by with the crossover step. Way more efficient, way less steps than what he did. But also it's like, well, Now are we attacking with the crossover step or with the onside step? We got to be clear. Again, this is the stuff that, like, if you're a skills trainer and you're trying to teach the footwork and how to get by all that stuff, this is the stuff that matters to me. So again, we're kind of just skipping a lot, no context. I don't even know what they're trying to work on. Oh, onside step. Hey, this is what I mean. Crossover step. So it's his right foot to go left. Now watch this. Right foot to go right. And he's still, his biggest step is still his crossover step, which is okay. That's the Jerome Randall that we talked about, right?
That's fine. Go. One more.
So he's a crossover
line,
step player.
all I want you to do is just extend forward, going for a finish.
All right.
Now finishing on the other side. We're going to start from here.
So I think all three of these drills that he's done so far, any one of them could be the warm-up. I would do one of these as your warm-up, and now we get into the workout. This looks like we're doing three different types of warm-ups.
Pin 1, 2, and now we're going for a cross finish.
And again, this is all stuff that you can do on your own. You don't need a skills trainer for this stuff. That's why I think it's good for a warm-up. But if you're just a hooper, like you probably do this stuff on your own. Like I did this stuff on my own just for fun anyways. Where can I jump from? Or with just your friends playing horse. Like this is just not stuff that, if you need a skills trainer for this sort of stuff, like you're probably really struggling. And again, this is no knock on either of these guys. Again, I'm just trying to let kids out there know, like you don't need a skills trainer for this stuff. And this is what most pro players are getting from skills trainers anyway. So you're not far behind.
Last one. Actually going to just dribble around this way. You're not going to look at the hoop. Okay, once I say finish, you're going for a finish outside of the charge zone. So it should look something like this. I'm just dribbling the ball right here. If I say go, just literally release that ball. What we're aiming for is an awkward pickup time. So you're reacting pretty much to when I say go. Don't try to delay it as abrupt as possible into the end. Okay. So you're going to go around this way.
I'm not gathering on two.
Nah, just one foot. Yeah, straight.
I'm not going here.
No.
So again, like the player is asking the right questions. This is what I mean. You're putting him in a drill for the sake of the drill. And he's like, wait, so am I doing it like this? Nope. You just go, yep, wait. So do I do this? But if you can explain what it's for, and then how this will help with the thing, that will ease the player's mind. I was going to show a point earlier on. I might actually go all the way back. So we're at 347. I was going to show a point. You can tell it seems like the player almost doesn't believe in like what they're working on. When he talks about the sumo squat, we'll have a look at his face when he's doing one of these. Like right now he's going, everything was fine. There's a point where you can kind of see he's like, he's just trying to get through it. You see the look on his face. I wasn't going to say anything, but now we get to this point and he's asking a lot of questions again. And again, it's just be able to say like, the reason we're doing this, we're just trying to work on quick touch, get it to the basket. Doesn't matter if it goes in. We're just trying to shorten that, the gap, whatever you're trying to teach. But again, there's just been so many non-context drills here that don't link together.
Excellent. 2, excellent. Get into a 1, 2, 1 for floater. Different angles, so always alternating, just normal contested. Excellent. We're just gonna add some game-like movement. So we tend to make this sort of move down to the corner a lot without the ball. So gonna get to here, any sort of triple threat, move, boom, and then off of 2 feet.
See, again, it's just very like, yeah, whatever you feel like doing, and whatever you feel like doing here, whatever you feel like. So there's a couple things that I teach whenever we're talking about these movements to the corner. I don't want you sliding like that for 6 feet, like crossing your feet and then slide. Sprint to the spot, sprint and turn and catch. We want to get there as efficient as possible. So if you need to sprint to the corner to space, it's a sprint, turn and catch, right? Then there are times where you move as the ball is coming to you. So you're spacing. So you're doing what he's doing, but he's kind of in between, right? He's like, get there really quickly, but now you're going sideways the whole time. To me, that's slow and inefficient. So that's what I mean. This is, again, it's not a bad session. The more we've done this and we've seen the highest level skills trainers and then the new skills trainers like this, I mean, he might've been a skills trainer for a long time, but the newer channels, they all they're all falling victim to the same problem. No context, and it's just not game, like it's not replicate of what you'll see in a game. And it's not what's going to take a player that's not very good, the players that are watching your videos and trying to improve, it's not helping them get to that next level. But if you're working with this guy, he says he's a pro, like he's already a pro. These types of workouts or whatever, right? It's not going to make him worse. Might make him 0.03% better, but it's not moving. These workouts aren't moving the needle. So when we're putting these videos up, put some context behind it, what you're trying to work on, but it's also good for the trainer to go back. And now you can see that video. You're going to get questions. You're going to get people like me that are going to knock it. Oh, if you're trying to work on, getting to the corner, you need to practice for sprinting to the corner and shaping up, or sliding to the corner with the ball. You need to be very clear with your words, what you're doing here. The reason I think all this stuff is because as a scorer or as a player that was going to shoot that shot, I had to break it down into those, what categories am I seeing the most? That's where I need to spend the most of my time working. Being a player that just goes, yeah, just maybe go to the corner like this, those guys are the ones that get caught in between. They're in the wrong spot when Steph Curry comes off the pick and roll and throws that hook pass, and they go, you were supposed to be there. I thought you were there. That's that player that you never know what he's going to do. Be clear. And then right here on the catch, be very clear, intentional. I want you to catch, shot fake, go. I want you to catch, shot fake, rip left. Like, be very, like, these players need to be able to anticipate and start thinking ahead. What move am I about to do based on the way that my defender is guarding or the way my defender is moving, and that sort of stuff. This stuff in workouts is really important.
Without the ball, so
there is time for creativity, but don't let like just freedom and free flowing also be conflated for, I don't really know. Like, that's not the same thing.
Get to here, any sort of triple threat, move, boom, and then off of 2 feet.
Because again, that's now this just turns into a work. Look, he's doing the thing I said. This is what you do as a scorer. So, I mean, I feel like the trainer and the player are on different levels here. So watch his footwork.
You tend to make this sort of move down.
Like, that's more like a football or soccer kind of thing, right? Whereas right here, watch how he moves. He's on balance every little slide here for the player. Look, he's on, he can catch and shoot, catch and go, catch and rip. Yeah, that seems very clean, very crisp. As a trainer, you got to be able to like dictate that too.
Yep.
Like right there, a lot of wasted steps.
That's it, and then we'll move on. Yeah. I make three.
You got a nice shot though. Really nice shot. And again, you can kind of tell he's that catch and shoot guy, right? He might drive and stuff too, but nice shot, on balance, catches on balance. Yeah, this whole workout for me would be building off of this. I would almost start with catch and shoots, and then I'd be like, all right, now we're going to catch in this, catching this, catching this. Create a little bit of separation, then we're going to do this. But everything should be created off this guy's shot, I would think.
7 years. Very simple. As you catch the ball, I'm either going to say right or left. If I say right, boom, straight, one dribble, right foot first, touch the floor, then gather with the left. If I say left, dribble, left foot, right foot. Left.
So again, this to me is like what's the purpose of it? I say to players, like, whatever type of player you are, right? So if you're dribbling, I would tell the player, just have the player stand at the top of the key and dribble the ball dribble the ball with your right hand. And when I say go, you're going to step with your right foot into a 1-2 pickup. Go, boom, 1-2 pickup. So now you can work on the pickup, how we're actually getting our left hand to the shooting pocket to meet the ball, not a put the ball together, get back to our shooting pocket. So now you can detail all those things. It can become a habit. Boom, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Now let's do the same thing. Left hand, go, boom. Now you're bringing the ball, which is bouncing, to your shooting pocket into a shot. So you can clean those up. Boom. Now I might start with right hand. We're going to cross to the left. Same thing. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Left hand cross, 1-2. So you got to detail these things and how to make them efficient and what's the best way to go about them first. Then you can throw in the, okay, now I'm just going to say a thing, or now you're just going to catch and mix it up. But all those details stay the same. Right now, it's just like we're missing a lot of detail just for the sake of like, let's do a drill.
Left, dribble, left foot, right foot. Left.
Because watch this. He says left, but then he dribbles with the right hand going left into a right hand pickup, right?
Foot.
Will you ever do that? Yeah, better.
Go.
But accidentally better, right? Not detail better.
Excellent. 2. 3. So it's good.
And it's interesting because what is he's having him do right now? He's having him do an onside step into his pull-up. But this guy is a crossover step driver, right? He likes to go into his crossover step. So maybe whenever he goes left, it needs to be crossover step. Or when you're doing your drives earlier in practice, you need to be like, I want you doing an onside step because this is going to build into your jump shot later, right? Like again, these are the details we miss. So I feel like this has been a session so far of 6 different drills that none of them link together.
Go.
And this guy's just already good at basketball, so he makes them all work.
3. So it's going to be cross behind the back. But again, that first step going forward is either right or left foot. Left.
Again, right hand dribble. It's just a lot.
Elbows either right or left. All you're doing is boom.
Watch the trainer. Crossover step. Crossover step first. 1, 2 dribbles into a 1-2 pull up. You only need 1 dribble. You need 1 dribble to get all the way to the basket if you go onside step. So if you go onside step to the elbow from the top of the key, how many dribbles? Probably 1. This is why I'm so pedantic on my footwork. You know, I'm working on a video right now, another gather and travel kind of video for the main channel. And one of the arguments I was having with a guy on Instagram was, and MTW does this a lot, but they're like, how do you expect NBA referees to call these? It's too hard to tell in real time. That's why they can't call it. And I'm like, I can tell a lot of the NBA travels in real time, not because I've got supersonic speed vision and everything slows down for me, but it's like I've practiced these things so much that when I watch you do a thing, I can tell like, oh, he had to carry or he had to take extra steps because like icicles falling off the ceiling. He had to take extra steps because like you physically can't get that. I've just practiced it so much. So now when I see it, I can identify it quickly. And that's why as soon as he took off and took 2, I'm like, why do you need 2 dribbles to get from the top of the key to the elbow?
Nah, just reps. Yeah, reps fading.
Crossover step, 2 dribbles to the elbow, pull up.
Good.
Crossover step, 2 dribbles to the elbow, pull
Now
up.
from here,
So that, again, that's where I like going. I like having the players start with a dribble, and then whenever they want to go, they can go. Explode and go. But you got 1 dribble. If they go crossover step, they're not going to get very far. If they go onside step, they can cover quite a bit of space.
getting out from any sort of crossover move, as soon as you see me running up with my training stick, fading. But every angle is going to be different going back from the hoop. Okay, so just mix up those angles.
Man, this
the
is
reaction
a lot
cue is
of stuff. And you know, the crazy part is
fade.
every single one of these drills is fine. There's nothing wrong with either one. But for a full training session, I would give this training session so far. And I hate doing that, especially because it's a smaller channel. But I do think this is the only way forward for us on the internet and coaching and holding like the accountability aspect and all of that. I would give this a C for a training session, for an individual session. It's just not moving the needle. You're not developing a player. You're kind of just giving them rep. This is a workout. This guy's just getting a workout, which is fine, but you're not improving. You're not working on details. It's not like you're not really moving the needle forward in the space. And then now kids that are going to watch this video, like what can they take away from this? And trainers that want to get better and coaches that want to get better, what can they take away from this? If you watch this with a through the lens of like, how can I learn something from this? Like I am, there's a couple drills here I'm watching and I'm like, ooh, where could I fit that in? Ooh, where could I use this? But you can't take this workout, copy and paste it and expect like specific results, because these are all different drills for different scenarios. And there's a lack of attention to detail. There's a lack of like clear direction of like, how do you succeed in this drill? What's good, what's bad?
on this side, waiting for a reaction. You're gonna kind of set a trap for me. So kind of want you to dribble the ball, but dribbling.
And he says a lot of, this is pedantic, overly pedantic again, but he says like a lot of his drills are kind of like, or maybe, or do whatever you want here. I don't really like, maybe make sure, just be very clear. You're going to be dribbling ball with your left hand. Soon as I go for the steal, I want you to step with, like throw it through, get that next bounce out with your right and get to the basket in one dribble. Like just be very, that's what we're doing. You've got to be intentional with what you're doing. But then now as a coach, you got to be intentional with what you're saying and what you're wanting. Every drill so far has kind of just been like, whatever crossover you want, and it do it like, I've got terrible.
Open, obviously not too open. Kind of wait for me to take your bait, and then you're looking to score after that, okay? I can give you layups, mid-range is fine, just no threes for now. Just everything kind of below the arc. Just wait for a reaction, set the bait, set the bait, set the bait. Good, like. Good, one. You can run to any spots, you can just pick a spot. As you catch it, boom, get into your bag. I'll give you only 3 dribbles. Quick decisions. What I want you to focus on is
I think efficiency here, right? So one of the things I used to work on, I would just dribble from the half court line to, because I did this a lot in a real game, right? Like I would just dribble to the 3. How many dribbles does it take me to get from half court to the 3 with what type of footwork? So if I knew I could get a left-right step, I knew I could go 1 dribble with my left hand to here. Now let's rep that out over and over and over and over and over. Now let's go right hand. Oh, it's a little bit different footwork because I got to bring the ball over. So, okay, rep that out. Boom, 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 boom. Then I would get there and I'd go, oh, now I can go between the legs. Now I can do this. Now I can do this. Now my counter can be this. My counter can be this. Again, when you start off with just like, do whatever you want, do whatever you want, 3 dribbles, do whatever you want. It's just
the earliest decision possible. So
this is just not how you can think as to be an efficient scorer. This just cannot be how you think.
Decision.
Like right there, that was very simple, very basic, very good.
Drive, whatever, but try and make a quick decision.
Catch, shot fake, onside step. Only needed 1 dribble, but onside step. I like this. That was very crisp, very good. Let's see what he does next.
Good.
Yeah. Again, those type of move, it doesn't move the needle for me. Yeah, there you go. One thing I don't like, dribbling with the right hand, puts it into his left, so he's dribbling across his body in front of him to set up for a shot. Again, that's what most people do when they practice by themselves, but in a game, you're going to have a defender. You can't just, I wish we could just dribble wherever we wanted to and put the ball wherever, but that's why I was very particular with dribble with just my right hand, bring that hand over, I'm shooting. Now it's left hand, bring that right hand over and shoot. You can't dribble and bounce the ball in front of you and go into a 2-hand pickup. You just can't do it. I mean, you can if you're left wide open, but you don't really need to practice wide open stuff, right?
Nigga does not miss.
Yep. Good. I'm going to tell you how you're going to score. So if I say 3, get a 3-point shot. Team needs a 3. Mid-range, 2. 1 layup, okay? For the ones, I only want 2 footage finishes.
Yeah.
3. That's it. Good. 1.
And even this, like, what's the purpose of this drill? It's like, oh, try to make them adjust really quickly to having to shoot a different shot at a different time. But, you know, the points, you should know the points before you go anyways in a real game. If you know you're down 3, you're already thinking of your options going down the other way. So you're like, I could pull up for a 3. There's 30 seconds left. Maybe I could get a quick 2. Okay, let's take what they give me. If they give me the 3, I'm taking it. If they're overplaying me, I'm going to shot fake, get to the basket. Like, you can set up and anticipate these situations as the game is going on, and good players do that. You should never be just dribbling down and just be like, what's happening? Shot. What's happening? How many points? What's going on? Oh, we need a 2. Like, that's just not, I think the more I'm reading into a lot of this stuff, CLA training and how our brain develops and all these things, I think the skills trainers and coaches that haven't really thought at that level or played at that level, they're too focused on how our brain learns and too focused on like what's happening in here, the chemistry in our brain. But there's on-court application to where short circuit all that. Don't think about all that stuff. Like you can eliminate a lot of the issues that our brain and biology have by thinking ahead. Wait, we're down this many by this. Oh, and I've practiced my dribble up one shot. I've practiced my dribble up with the left hand. Oh, and if they get too close, I know my counter already. You can just eliminate a lot of the garbage, a lot of the noise, a lot of the nonsense by keeping it simple.
3.
So while by the book and on paper, this drill would make sense, or a lot of the things that people teach would make sense. As a player in a game situation, like to me, I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. That's not how we think. That's not how like the Jordans and Kobe's and Iversons, that's not how those guys thought.
Thing making 3.
Mellow.
Each shot is just going to be just a little bit unconventional. So these corner shots right here, as you catch it, just shooting off either the right foot or the left.
And again, this is what I speak about this stuff a lot. Hold on. Holy cow. So why are we being so specific with how he has to catch the ball and what foot he's shooting on? It's like, oh, to develop some unconventional shooting. Oh, to develop like, oh, to calibrate as b-ball biomechanics or whoever they are. We got to calibrate. We got to do all these things. It's like, dude, you're not even particular with what foot he drives with. You're not even particular. Like, you're not detailed like that, right? Like, we're not. This is like detail for the aesthetic. You have the aesthetic of being a detailed coach, but like,
So
what does this even help? Shooting off one leg, what does it even help? And I know there's going to be a lot of you in the comments going like, but it does help. And I know it helps a little bit, but it's like, why not just shoot a normal shot? Why not just shoot a normal one? That probably would help more.
I kind of want you faded.
Again, this is a fun thing to do with friends. This is a game of horse. This is fun stuff to do by yourself. This is not, I just do not want these sort of teaching drills and coaching styles to think like, this is the stuff you got to think of. This is the stuff you got to do. No, if you are a really detailed person and you can pick up on these nuances and you study the game and you really understand things at a granular level, that can be you. You can be that player coach for that specific player and whatever. But for the majority of you out there, like, just have your kids shoot the shots they're getting in games, have them shoot those in practice. The kids can go work on, if you want to have a game day where you all have fun, you can do this sort of stuff. You can always have fun and do extra things, but I just don't want people thinking this is the way to coach.
To the side. So let's say you catch it on the 45 right here, boom, catch, and it's kind of like a fade shot, fade left.
Why fade? Why 1-2? Why not off of 2? Why catch it with the left hand? You know what I mean? There's a lot. He's having him do a lot of things, but it's like, why?
Fade right.
See, he don't want to fade because he's very unbalanced as a shooter, and that's exactly what I was saying earlier. He shoots a little bit like Klay Thompson.
And it's kind of like a...
And this guy's just jumping to launch it up there.
Fade shot, fade left, fade right.
Man, I was doing a workout with and there's me and like two NBA guys. 2 NBA players. We were all doing a workout. And it was Andrew Bogut, Joe Ingles. And there was a guy working us out. And he was like, all right, because he had 4 baskets around the gym. So he had like a full court. Oh no, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baskets. So it was a full court. And then there was a basketball goal on the side, goal on the side, goal on the side, goal on the side. And he was like, all right, you're going to do a right hand layup. And then you're going to dribble to the next goal and do a right hand layup. Next goal, right hand layup. You're going to do that all the way around. You're going to go twice. Then you go left hand twice. Left hand layup, left hand layup. Then he was like, okay, now we're going to do reverse layups. Now we're going to, I'm just like, and then he started doing like things like this. I want you to toss it out to yourself and shoot a fadeaway at the elbow. And then go to the next goal, fadeaway at the elbow. And I'm just like, I quit. I ended up stopping. I was like, I'm not doing any more of this. It was such a waste of time. And then same thing. They ended up just not finishing it out either. But I was like, there's so many skills trainers, there's so many coaches and people out there that will just like do these types of drills for no reason. And then there's guys that have played at these higher levels or guys that have and straight away they're just like, I've just seen it so many times where people are like, I'm not doing this anymore. Or I've played and trained with a lot of pros that will just do whatever anyways. And then that trainer will use that like take a photo and be like, yeah, me and him got some work in. I'm the one that helped him do this, and I did this. And I was like, brother, he was just being nice. He just wanted to get a workout in. So I see this stuff all the time. That's kind of why I started this channel, wanted to have these conversations, not to put down coaches and trainers, more so to uplift the industry. And again, game-based training, just have them all linked together, have them all have a purpose. You have really good drills, but they just need to layer up. If you can get them to layer together and you can tell the player why you're working on a thing, not only is that going to help them, it also helps you continue to sharpen and develop your drills. Again, I'm the same. I'll do a workout with a player and I'll just be like, man, that player didn't need that, or I should do this next time. So next time I can make an even better workout for that player, right? So those are my thoughts. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next